Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Tarson and IdrA here on Blistering Sands. Tarson spawning as the blue Terran player over here on the north side, you don't have a north hand. And over here on the south side, we have IdrA spawning as the red Zerg. So Zerg versus Terran here on Blistering Sands should be a pretty interesting matchup. Very long walking distances between these two locations and a fairly large amount of flying distance between these two places as well. There are a couple expansions all across the map. High yield mineral expansion over here on the low ground. Same thing mirrored over here. In addition, there is another expansion sitting over here. So a lot of players don't quite know which expansion to take first. Either they all know to take this expansion first, but then sometimes players try to take this expansion, or sometimes the players will try to take this expansion as well, and it really depends on the player. Back over here, Tarson now throwing down a 10 supply depot. Will be able to throw up another 12 barracks as well. Meanwhile, IdrA most likely, gonna go ahead and perhaps throw down some sort of 14 spawning pool. A 14 spawning pool, very strong strategy. Really prevents any type of cheese play, as long as you also get that queen and lay down a couple of creep tumors to prevent any sort of Zerg harassment or Reaper harassment, as those Zerglings are able to move faster on that creep. Back over here, we do see the refinery now getting 2 additional SCVs and starting to mine. Meanwhile, Tarson now throwing down a barracks over here. So we are getting a barracks in this position. That barracks will be able to hold off of barracks will be able to start training up some more units over here. I'm getting a little tongue-tied this morning. And as Tarson now just training up more and more SCVs. Will the drone now moving out, going to do some scouting. We do see the extractor now up. So the extractor will start mining as well, trying to get that gas. Meanwhile, spawning pool is certainly sitting at 65 or needs an additional 30 units of time to be completed. So it will take quite some time. Most likely, IdrA will be able to get that early metabolic boost, and we'll see how this particular gameplay opens up. Tarson now going to start training up not training up some Marines, now throwing down an early tech lab. So this indicates to me some sort of earlier Reaper play. Will he also try to block this gas? Oh, no, yeah. IdrA quickly coming in and now blocking that gas once again. So with that earlier tech lab, Tarson may decide to now go for Marauders, because I do see this other supply depot here. So that's normally more of a, going for a Reaper. So he will have a lot of food for quite some time, getting that supply depot much earlier than he really needed to. I would have thought that Tarson would have tried to go for gas instead, and now he has to deal with this extractor that is sitting here and just going to be blocking his gas while he's training these gas-intensive Reaper units that cost 50 gas each. We do also see the nitro packs being researched. So nitro packs now being researched. Zerglings now going to try to make their way, able to take down that SCV over here, as we have a second queen now being trained. So queen now using that spawn larva ability, and now the second queen most likely going to use that creep tumor ability. Reaper now moving over, and the Reaper being used to destroy the extractor over here instead of trying to do any sort of harassment. A second Reaper will be completed as that nitro pack going to be completed as well. So really able to make short work, or make that short work of that one extractor over there. Is he going to throw down an extract or a refinery in some time? No, continuing to train up more and more supply depots. So I guess this is all in preparation for the mass amount of macro that will be moving out. We do see 2 Reapers now moving out, and now IdrA may not be able to have enough units to really counteract this. Creep tumors are trying to make their way towards down over here, and this one queen is just going to get torn apart. That queen going to try to deal with 2 Reapers off of creep, and that is just a very bad sign. Tarson now moving in will be able to take down that one queen very easily. However, Zerglings trying to make their way over, but may be able to get in front. No, Reapers jumping off to that high ground, ensuring that they are not those Zerglings are unable to do any real quick hits on them. And now these Reapers are going to continue to pressure in and move over. We do have a creep tumor, and a third Reaper joins the party. And now this queen really needs to be able to get some damage in. And will the queen be able to get some damage? Not quite sure. The Reaper is doing a great job. More Zerglings coming over and now trying to just use that range against them. However, one Reaper getting taken down. Another Reaper, 2 Reapers, 3 Reapers getting taken down. And now that Tarson has lost those early Reapers, his army is significantly smaller. However, currently training 3 additional Reapers and also getting the command center. Finally getting this refinery over here. Not quite sure how he was able to keep up with such a heavy gas production trying to train up 3 Reapers at a time off of 1 gas. Not quite sure how. Perhaps you was able to cash up a lot of units, or cash up a lot. Back over here, the refinery now completed, so we will probably see 2 additional SCVs on gas over there. Reapers now moving out. However, there are some Zerglings already, and those Zerglings, however, getting quickly taken out, and we are now seeing Roach play. So these Reapers trying to get in front. 2 of those Reapers getting cut off and now getting taken down. So 2 Reapers once again taken down by these Zerglings. So those Reapers losing the fight against those Zerglings. Those Zerglings with that metabolic boost, and perhaps going to try to get another surround and perhaps try to deny any sort of escape. And those Reapers, however, just running up the ramp instead of trying to use that cliff. And Zerglings now pecking their way at those Reapers. 1 Reaper getting taken down, another Reaper over here. And wow, the army size of Tarson significantly smaller, sitting at 50-50 compared to 375 over 100. Production-wise, we do see more roaches. We are sitting at tier 2, but I do not see... we are now researching the movement speed on these roaches. So those roaches will be able to deal a lot of damage very, very easily. Roaches, however, only have a movement speed of 2.25. We do see a command center now in the air. Most likely going to land here, upgrade to an orbital command, and continue to start mining back over here as a bunker now in position over here. So these roaches now going to start pecking away at this back door. So as these roaches peck away at these back doors, Zerglings trying to lend a claw and trying to just take down these destructible rocks. However, Reapers coming in, and those Reapers may get caught out of position. Zerglings able to get in front of some of those Reapers. 1 Reaper getting taken down. And now these Reapers now may decide to jump into that bunker. Orbital command nearing completion over here as these rocks are getting destroyed very, very quickly. Reapers only have a range of 4.5. So range of 4.5 does not allow them to shoot at these roaches. And now these roaches may try to just scamper up and try to deal some damage. We do not have burrow being researched. So without that burrow research, these roaches will not be able to play a whack-a-mole and try to hide and regenerate some of those hit points very easily. Roaches now moving in, and Tarson with a very, very small army, will he be able to micro this? That is the question. Marauders trying to fight back. There is some concussive shells. Now Zerglings just surrounding these units over here, and these roaches now just picking off these units very, very easily. Things not looking good, and IdrA just taking down this whole entire Reaper Marauder army. Things not looking good as these Zerglings now running rampant through the base. Going to be able to finish off these last 2 Marauders here, and I gotta believe that Tarson is forced to say GG. Yeah, Tarson now says GG. So a great play by IdrA. IdrA using those Zerglings and microing them so well to deal with that Reaper harassment. Reapers constantly making sure to try to get in front of those Reapers, and then once you got in front of those Reapers and got a good surround on that Reaper, just take down that Reaper before that Reaper was able to get any those 2 shots off. Great job there. Also, Tarson over investing himself into Reapers and not getting those Marauders quickly enough. Really, IdrA had a small window of opportunity to take down these backdoor rocks and then just run straight into that base. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Tarson and IdrA here on Blistering Sands.